Good afternoon and welcome to episode 26 of Pondering Fridays with Bina. I'm going to keep it super short, but today I want to talk about self-experimentation and how fun it can be to learn something, want to know whether it works or not, and then have the ability to figure it out by experimenting on yourself. And basically being a scientist of self. I do this all the time. The most recent ones that I've spoken to you about is, making my own toothpaste, really trying to get as much fluoride out of my body as possible and avoiding, stupid places that just hide it. So try to make my own toothpaste and then you learn the lessons. And the lesson that I learned is that random ratios of coconut oil and bicarb of soda do not a good toothpaste make. So I stopped. I lasted a week. It was a bit too oily and didn't really feel like much was going on. Then I tried charcoal toothpaste, what I bought. It was fluoride-free, organic, vegan, blah, blah, blah. And that was really good. My teeth felt so clean. But every time I brushed my teeth, it looked like I'd literally try to eat Dracula's face off. Black all over the mirrors, charcoal down my face. Not great for everyday brushing. So, and you're kind of missing that little minty flavor. Now I found a really beautiful fluoride-free, vegan, cruelty-free, minty toothpaste, and I wouldn't have found it had I not gone with the two other, I'm not going to say failed attempts, but attempts nonetheless. Let's see what else there is. There's the barefoot walking. I've read a bit about grounding and barefoot walking, and I can safely say that my feet feel a hell of a lot stronger. They don't get as stiff in gym shoes. Plantar fascia, feel really good, and I'll continue to be barefoot. And one day when I really want to put shoes on forever and not walk barefoot on the sand or grass or on the beach, I will. But I'm still experimenting with grounding and how it makes me feel, and immediately I can sense the minute I put my feet on ground, my body feels so much better. Then there is the part that gives people the most reason to tease me. Nobody forced me to go vegan. I did a 2-week experiment in October of 2017, and after 2 weeks decided that I actually really enjoyed it. I felt better. Within 3 months I'd lost 8 kilos. Surprise. I don't know where I kept it on here. Immediately lost all that weight. I physically can't put weight on. And I get to eat whatever I want as long as it doesn't come from an animal. So self-experimentation. What are the other things that I'm thinking about? Let's see. Oh, yeah, what I'm working with now is intermittent fasting. It's not the first time I've done it, but I'm doing an experiment to see if A, it helps me lose that little bit of belly fat that's just kind of hanging around from winter, and B, if it helps with my with my cognitive abilities. So apparently intermittent fasting is really good for memory. It stops you from stressing about what you have to have in the morning for breakfast. And I'm doing the 16-8, which means for 16 hours you don't fast, and for 8 hours is a feeding period. So normally I finish dinner, we have dinner really early, like 5:30 or so. So we'll finish eating by about 7, and that means at 11 o'clock 11 o'clock the next day, I can eat lunch or breakfast, brunch. Today I pushed it to 12 and feel really good. I'm not hungry. I had one small salad with a banana and I feel great. So tonight I'm going to finish eating at 7 and then eat again tomorrow at 11. I want to do that for about a week or two and then see how I feel. I will report back. Then, okay, so that's enough of experimentation. One weird thing that I noticed this morning. Have you ever realized that cars have body language? You're sitting in traffic and you're like, that motherfucker over there is going to try to pull in front of me. This happened this morning. And you're like, wait for it. And he tries, and you're like, how did I know that? Like, he's in the other lane. I can't read the mind of the guy who's driving it, but I'm like, gee. And you're like, oh, this guy's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. And you like slow down. You slow down. And he doesn't stop. And thank God you were ahead of the game and realized, yeah. So it's weird. Next time you're on the road, like, cars have body language. And maybe it's intuition of the human souls talking to each other. But you can kind of, if you tap in, you can kind of see or feel rather what like other cars and what other drivers are going to do, and it helps you in the long run, hopefully. I've got a little scab on my lip, which is really, really, really sore, so please ignore that. I am hoping that you all have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will chat to you next week in another present moment of the now. Namaste and ciao.